This is my Lionel 763 Hudson locomotive. She's running a little slow and it needs a maintenance grease and stuff. So I'm going to show you how to do this. First of all, get yourself a towel, a little maybe sponge or something to support the train. I'm going to turn it over. And on the bottom of your locomotives, you'll see a grease number. It says grease, grease, and grease in here. So what you first have to do is take these rollers off. There's a little screw in here. This rides on the middle rail. Now, be careful you don't lose the screw. There's one. Two. Now there's a little screw here on each axle. Take this screw out. There's a little washer on the bottom of it also. You don't want to lose that. And this is what you got to get. This is 106 Labelle 106 grease. This is special grease. You buy this in the train store, on eBay. Don't use anything else but this stuff. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take and you're going to just squirt it inside the little hole till you see the grease coming up. Okay, we got the grease in there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put the screw back in with the washer. There's very tiny screws. That's why you got to be careful you don't lose it on the floor. I put it in, don't cross thread it, and just torque it down a little bit. Don't over tighten it. Now the next one's up here. Remove that. Take your grease, put it on the hole. Squirt the grease in there till you see it coming up the top of the screw hole. Now we're going to put our screw back in it with the washer. We're going to turn it down snug, not over tighten, and we're going to do the last one. Squirt the grease in there. See it coming out the top of the hole. Now we're going to replace our screw with the washer. Snug them down. Okay, they're all snug down. Now we're going to put our rollers back on. Put the screw in there first. Can you see that? I put the screw in, put the screwdriver on top, and just try to line it up where the screw hole goes. Tighten it down. Do the second one. You got the screw in the roller. Line it up. Tighten them good. You want to snug them up good. You don't want to leave them any loose because the vibration of the train, they wind up falling out somewhere up there. Then you got to try to find them. Now the next thing is, I got this clock oil for the grandfather clock. It's regular oil. It's got the long needle on it. And what you're going to do is, on each axle, on the edge of the axles in here, if you can see where I'm pointing, I want to see if you can see. Okay, inside the wheels on each side, just put a little drop of oil between the wheel and the axle. A little drop of oil on each one. Squirt a little bit. Try not to get it on the wheel itself. And you're going to do the wheels here in the front and the back. Just do a little bit of oil on each axle end where it rides in here. And the rear one. You can also do your box cars also. The little axle. Put a little wheel bitty axles with it. And that's basically how you maintain this engine. And put a little oil on this, the sliding rod here that goes back and forth. Put a little oil on here on each side. And the little joints here, you can put a little oil in here. And you do the other side. And when this goes back and forth, you've got some oil on here. Okay, now that's basically servicing this engine. You will have to put some more smoke fluid in here because it comes out of the towel. And the second is there's your tender. Okay, this is your tender. It's got a battery in there. So what I'll do here with this first is I'll oil up the axles, the wheels between the axles and the end. Just a little bit of oil. Don't put too much on here. This stuff will get all over the track. I can also clean these little wheels too with some alcohol. They don't look too bad. I did this a while ago, just took them off just to clean them, but I didn't oil this up. So it's due for an oiling. And now what you do, since you got this down off the shelf where I got mine, there's a little battery in here. I did replace it before I did this. There's a little battery, 9-volt battery. Just make sure it's back in the little area to keep it from wobbling around. That was changed. I just changed it. So there you go. That's how you maintain your engine. Make sure you get the special grease. Don't use nothing but this grease. And I'll run it and I'll show you how it came out running it. Really running now. It's going to come around. Moving a lot faster now that I greased it and greased the axles. What I forgot to mention is the box cars also. Put a little oil between the axles on each of those wheels of the box cars. I did that after I just put this engine back up. She's moving a lot faster. And that's how you maintain an engine. There should be grease fittings underneath your engines. Just unscrew them and put the proper grease in there.